Welcome to the Umbrella Bar podcast. My name is Todd Michael Schrager.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Hello. Well, here I am at the Umbrella Bar. I'm drinking a little H3 red blends right now at the Umbrella Bar, and I have as a guest today is Kevin Day of East Hampton of Gigglejuice. I don't know, he's a famous singer-songwriter, and he's drinking...
Famous, I don't know.
Drinking?
How y'all do?
Yeah.
Black cherry white claw.
Black cherry white claw. There we go. It's the popular summer drink, I guess, right now, right? I mean, would you say...
It's pretty refreshing.
Yeah. I mean, they have a whole different bunch of...
The only reason I have black cherry is because that's the only single they have at the liquor store.
Oh, okay.
I prefer, there's a watermelon and there's a grapefruit that's just a lot better. But, I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't have those as singles, so.
Well, hey, there's so many options out there nowadays. I've tried the Cape Codder ones. Those are pretty good. And they have like vodka and cranberry, and then they have rum and all these different ones.
Sure, and a bunch of limes.
Yeah.
Lime is good with me.
They're pretty good, all of them. I'm really impressed. So anyways, before we're gonna play one of your songs, your recordings, and it's called Fragrant Flowers.
Fragrant Flowers, yeah.
And
it's one of the newer ones.
Okay, it's a newer song.
Yeah, well, we recorded at, as always, our good friend Mike Garifay at the Coffee House Studio in Middletown. It's always fantastic to work with, and as I say, newer. It's newer, but it's still probably 4 years old at this point.
4 years old, yeah, 2020.
So
okay.
It's
was that your last album you did in 2020?
Well, we didn't do a record. We recorded about 7 songs and just we released them on Bandcamp and those platforms. Didn't do like an official release.
Okay.
Just put them out there, and people have bought it and enjoy it. So it's been good. I think Bandcamp is definitely one of the best platforms for putting stuff out there.
Okay.
When they do their Bandcamp Fridays, you get all of the money.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, I think they split it 50-50 or something at other times. But
Right. It seems like you get some money anyway. So, that's... Okay, so that was a little warning that we are going to be playing it any second now, so it's coming on. So this is called Fragrant Flowers.
Yeah, it's essentially one of those songs about the days of the week, but fragrant flowers. If you catch the hidden meaning behind it.
Okay, let's listen.
With fragrant flowers, we drift through the hours on a Sunday afternoon. Make it last, 'cause this time will pass and Mondays come too soon. I'm always busy when I have the time. Just another minute I cannot find. And so goes the day. There it just slipped away. Deep sleep. Wednesday fades into Thursday, and Friday, Saturday is mine to keep. I'm always busy when I have the time. Just another minute I cannot find. And so goes the day. There it just slipped away. so goes the day. There it just slipped away.
All right, kids, there it is. Fragrant Flowers from Gigglejuice.
Yeah.
And can you, do you want to elaborate on like who was in this song and why, how did this song come about, I guess?
Well, Sunday afternoons are always fun, sit around and, smoke a little weed. So hence the fragrant flowers.
Oh, okay, all right.
And it's just one of those quick songs came to me. Oh, you know how people have those songs about, well, Monday, this happens, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Cure, for example, has, Sting has a song. So it's one of those, I ran through the days, and but it all starts on Sunday with, it's a beautiful sunny day, and maybe you just smoked a little bit, and we're like, this is, so that's where it all stems from.
Good chill day.
Yeah,
So
and
just
I always
write
like
a song.
to write about the nonsensical. Like one of the lines is, "I'm always busy when I have the time." I love the nonsensical lyrics. One of my favorite songwriters is David Lowery, of course, from Camper Van Beethoven and Cracker.
Right,
And
right. He's one of your big influences also, correct?
He's the greatest songwriter like ever, and he he writes about it all makes sense, but it's nonsensical at the same time. If that makes any sense, I don't know. There's not a lot of sense being made these days.
Right, yeah. Topsy-turvy world. So the sax solo was great in that. Like, who played the sax on that?
John Higgins. So great story. Back a million years ago when you had the open mic at the
Oh, yeah, the East
over
Hampton
here.
Chatham Village Eatery.
Yeah, so my old guitar player, Tweet, Steve Copperthwaite was his name. We started, I was always a drummer all my life, but when I started writing songs, I was like, 17, 18. And so in my early 20s, I knew this guy, Tweet, and I said, hey, you want to play guitars with me? And so I started writing songs, and he liked them and everything, and I kept saying to him, I'm like, I'd really like a flute player in the band. And he's like, I know a flute player.
Okay.
And I said, oh, okay, well, call him up. So, a month goes by, 2 months goes by. It was like 6 months go by, and I said, have you called that flute player? And he's like, oh, no. So Tweet's girlfriend at the time, Linda, she said, well, I know his phone number. It's 267-9051 or 9015.
Okay.
Something like that. So I dialed the first one.
Is that his real number right now?
No, I made up the number.
Okay, all right, okay, good, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to put his real number
Just
up
call Jenny,
But,
really.
So I called the first one, and his young daughter answered the phone at one time, and I asked, can I speak to John Higgins? And I introduced myself, and I said, I wanted a flute player in my band, and he's been with me ever since. So that's like 1992, we recorded on cassette tape.
Good old days.
John Montelakis, you remember him from Glastonbury?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we recorded at his place in Glastonbury.
Yeah.
And that's when Hig first started playing with me, and of course he plays sax, and he's been with me, so it's now 33 years.
Yeah.
So it's
you
pretty
guys
incredible.
been together for a
And
while.
my brother Jeff Day plays bass on. He when I was a kid playing drums, and I got my first drum set. My brother and Rick Barnes, I've known since I'm 5 years old. They said, "All right, you're going to be our drummer," and so that was the band Avalon '66. A million years ago.
Okay.
And we did all original music. Never been interested in covering too many people.
Right.
I enjoy, making music and,
The creativity of it.
sure.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
I've had people over the years go, "Oh man, you guys are so great, but you should play more cover songs." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's not the. I want you to like my songs."
Right,
Like,
right, right.
I understand the Stones.
Yeah.
And the Beatles, they all did cover songs in the beginning too.
Yep.
And which I still do.
Yep.
And I do cover songs of my favorite bands, and then people don't. A lot of people don't recognize. But
I always whenever I hear you play, it's like you used to always play "Washington Detectives" by Elvis Costello. Is that one of your favorites?
oh yeah, well,
that was-
Elvis Costello is one. As far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest songwriters of all time. And
Right. Right.
that's one of those songs. Like from the first time I heard it, like I knew all the words.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I didn't have to study those words ever. Like when if anything, I needed to practice the guitar part.
Right, the riffs, yeah.
I knew all the words. It was like because he's so brilliant.
It's a story, and
Yeah.
to a reggae sort of.
Yeah, and I love that quasi reggae kind of. I'm all about. We play a lot of kind of reggae beats. I love that.
Sure,
So I've always been
sure.
a big Police fan, and of course Bob Marley and all
Marley,
that.
yeah. Did you see that movie, the new movie with about Bob
No,
Marley?
I haven't.
Oh, I recommend it.
Yeah,
See it. Yeah,
I plan on
you'll
watching
enjoy it.
But one of the greatest moments of playing music for me is it's a funny story too. In 1998, Toad's Place, I had sent a tape of one of our songs. Actually, my good friend Mike Tweedy, who lives up in Maine, wrote, and it was a reggae song.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl Ashley called me, and she said, "Hey, you guys are reggae, right?" And I said, "Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely."
yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like, "Would you like to open up for Toots and the Maytals?"
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
If you know Toots and the
Yeah.
Maytals, he's the godfather of reggae.
Wow.
Like created the term reggae music, and so we we had like 4 practices. I'm like, okay, every song we need to play reggae. So we had these like 4 practices, and turned every song reggae, and we played packed house at Toad's Place, open night for Toots and the Maytals.
Wow.
But the best part of the story is, the next year they had us back, and Toots Hibbert himself, we were watching his band sound check, and he walked up and was standing right behind us, and we turned around and we saw it was Toots, and we were like, "Hey Toots," and he's like, "Hey, he's Gigglejuice. I remember you from last year." And he fist bumped us, and
That's awesome.
and he put his heart to his chest.
Wow.
And said respect,
Wow.
and
Nice.
we were like, wow,
Nice.
that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. That's like the gold medal at the Olympics, you know?
yeah.
I mean, you get that. I mean, right? So, so anyway, so you have a lot of influences such as Elvis, Bob Marley, and
Cracker,
and Cracker, of
David
course.
Lowery,
Yeah.
my good friend Johnny Hickman. They formed Cracker back in like 91, 92 when Camper Van Beethoven broke up, and I've been a fan of Camper Van Beethoven since the 80s, and just love that band. They are both of those bands.
Are they still touring now?
I think they should be bigger than they are. Yeah, I'm going to see them on August 24th.
Oh, you are?
In Fall River. I saw them back in June down in Fairfield at the Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They still tour around. Good friends, and anytime you go to one of their shows, you run into people. I've seen all over the country. You know, it's
That is great.
and I've been lucky enough to open up for them a few times at parties.
Okay.
And
So they-
private parties.
So
and
they know
stuff.
you personally, and you know.
Yeah, they're friends. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I don't see them all that often.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, talking about like musicians that have, you know, made it somewhat in the limelight. We were just discussing before this podcast, Miracle Legion.
Miracle Legion, yeah. Well, you know, as you know, we drive by the backyard every day, right?
Backyard, yeah.
Right, like you walk up there, you know.
Yeah.
I always loved that. I remember, you know, in the '80s, when we were in high school, those summer concerts at the
Sears Park.
Sears Park,
Right.
And then, you know, it was Miracle Legion and what the Stratford Survivors, I think, right? And so, you know, and all these years later,
Radiators. You remember those guys?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like so Jeff Wiedershaw, the original drummer in Miracle Legion, you know, known for a number of years, and like I ran into him at Ace Hardware the other day, and we talked for like 45 minutes all about like Miracle Legion and stuff, and he was
Right.
telling me all these stories about, you know, how he's sitting at a table having dinner with all the REM guys, and or you know, he met this guy and that, you know, like, and
Yeah.
it's just like, wow, he traveled all, you know, and
Did the whole thing, you know, and those guys used to play. I know they like when they were playing at the Grotto and
the Grotto, sure.
They used to play there a lot, and then they used to play it down at the L&G, right, in New London.
Sure.
And
I never saw them there.
I saw them there. That was an amazing show. It was back in the '80s, and I was like, wow. We waited, I think, until 12 o'clock at night for them to come on. I think, but it was well worth the show.
Yeah.
So it was amazing, and when they came out. Yeah, and then I saw Mark probably a couple years, like 5 years ago. He was in New London. He was doing a solo thing. He was in that hygienic arts area, amphitheater.
Right.
Area.
I remember.
And that was cool. So I don't know. I mean, and we talked to him for a little bit. He's a great guy. And
I haven't seen him in a long time. The last time I saw was the benefit show with the CD for his wife when
oh, right, yeah, down in Toads.
at Toad's place.
Yep. We were there too. Yeah. So, okay. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we do have another one of your songs coming up. I
Oh,
know
okay.
The time is going by very quickly. We're almost at the halftime mark already.
All right.
So we're gonna do this song, okay, and which is
Another Day, Another Dime.
Another Day, Another Dime. And
It's about the work. It used to be another day, another dollar, right?
right. Yeah.
So I've been saying that term. I've been saying another day, another dime for about the last 35 years because
Yeah.
you know it's hard for everyone. So
It is. So here we go. Let's listen up.
Stop that noise, it's ringing in my head. Not today, I wanna stay in bed with you. But it's another day, another time, no pay, but I'm working overtime. Well, I think I'd like to get away with you. With nowhere to go, nothing much to do. But it's another day, another time, no pay, but I'm working overtime. Sometimes we need a break from all of this day to day. I think it's time hanging in my hand. Not today, I want to stay in bed with you. But it's another day, another dime, no pay, been working overtime. Sometimes we need a break from all of this day to day. I think it's time we run away. I think it's time we run away. I think it's time we run away. I think it's time we run away.
Well, that sucks, Todd. I'm sorry. I apologize. I put the wrong track. The whole middle section, all the guitars and the sax weren't there. Did you notice that? There was a yeah.
You put the wrong.
I
Okay,
put-
this is the demo version.
Yeah, I put the wrong
Oh, jeez.
on the thumb drive because there was a whole middle section where it was just going along, and there's guitars and sax and everything, and
Jeez.
so I messed up.
Well,
I apologize.
I thought it sounded great. I loved it the way I loved the guitar in it. I mean,
Yeah.
who played the guitar? Did you play the guitar?
I played all the guitars.
All the
yeah,
guitars. Very nice.
yeah. I played.
Yeah.
I did.
Electric, right?
I did like three. Well, let's see. I did 2 acoustic, like rhythm tracks, and then I did like 3 lead tracks.
Yeah.
And but my point being, there was that middle section. There should have been guitar in there, and it wasn't there. I don't know.
I don't know. It was kind of a. It had a great groove to it. I liked that version too. I don't know what
Yeah.
the other version sounds
I know.
like, but
I'll post it.
I'll have to listen to the other one. But I really enjoyed that. It has a. It's just got a good groove to it, you know.
Yeah.
Going through, you know, and
Yeah, that's about. You know, we were sitting in the yard one day, and you know, as I said, money's tight. The old saying, "Another day, another dollar," and I was just sitting there, and it's like,
another day, another dime.
well, again, I've been saying that for 35 years, but I was just like, I think it's time we run away, like just leave this, you know, just go somewhere. I don't know,
Go somewhere else, to the
I don't know.
Bahamas or something.
And it's one of those songs. Some of your best songs you write in, you know, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
I have another song. One of my favorites that I literally wrote in 5 minutes. Go boom. Okay, that's the end of this. That's it. That's, you know, and
Yeah.
then you
Then you labor on some other ones.
toil. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like, and it's like, oh, I can't. There needs a Brit, but you know, yeah.
And
It's,
the words just don't come out sometimes.
yeah.
And it all depends. You could be sitting in, you know, taking a shower, and all of a sudden,
Then,
you know,
yeah.
that's it.
Or
That's
you-
the
or-
one. You know,
or-
I got the word.
Or you write some words and you're just like, oh, it's just dumb. Ah.
Right. Right.
You know,
right.
I-
right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, we all try and you know, try to blend things together and figure out something and kind of make it your own. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's the creativity of it. And you do have your own sounds, and you know, it's recognizable. You know, so what you do. So
Yeah.
your voice, your vocal is pretty much, you know, it's almost the, you know, it's not the same, but it's you know it's you.
It's fun. Well, it's funny because so many people are like, "Oh my God, I love your voice. Oh wow, you have such a distinctive voice." And I was like, "Yeah, it might be distinctive, but I don't. Sometimes I listen back and I'm like, ooh, God, I need to.
Sorry about that.
I
That's
need to
just a little-
redo that, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Anyways, so we're sort of in the middle to late of this show. So I don't know if you wanted to play a song acoustically live for us. It's up to you. You don't
Sure.
have to. No pressure. But if you want to, I think this is the time to do it. So
Sure,
if you
I could
want
do
to
that.
go for it, and
Yeah.
you want to explain like what this is going to be, and you know, kind of
Well,
talk about it a little bit.
This is it's a song called "Warm Sun," because the people that know me, I love summer. I'm not a cold weather person.
Okay, okay.
And
You like this hot weather, this humidity and stuff?
I love as hot as it can get.
Really?
People
Wow.
call me crazy, but
Oh, yeah. Okay.
but so and it's just about it. Well, it's about feeling the warmth from the sun, but it's also it's like a connection of people in very few words, because I want the warm sun to shine down on everyone to make everybody feel good, which is the meaning of the song.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So it's called Warm Sun. I hope you can hear this and
Oh, we'll hear it. We got it. We got it.
okay. Warm sun, you rise up, today has just begun. Warm sun, won't you shine your light on everyone? 'Cause I'm living in a daydream, in the shadow on the wall, from your soft light shimmering through the window down the hall. I look up to see you smile down upon me. Warm sun, you rise up and shoot the starting gun. Warm sun, won't you shine your light on everyone? 'Cause I'm living in a daydream, in the shadow on the wall, with your bright light shimmering through the window down the hall. I look up to feel you smile down upon me. Warm sun, you rise up, today has just begun. Warm sun, won't you shine your light on everyone? 'Cause I'm living in a daydream, in the image on the wall of your soft light shimmering through the window down the hall. Look up to feel you smile down upon me.
Nice.
That's
Woo!
warm sun.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do definitely have some warm sun the past this summer. Actually,
Yeah, it's nice. I've
warm
been on
summer.
vacation this week. So,
Oh, nice, nice. So, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you What are you doing over vacation? You do anything? Or
I
exciting?
haven't done too. I've done.
Couple things.
Yeah, I'm going to the beach tomorrow,
Oh, nice, nice,
and
nice.
I went out to Rhode Island the other day.
Oh, nice.
There's this place I found. I used to call it my secret spot but I know a lot of people know about it. But Black Rock Point, I think it's called, and I'm sure everyone's been there. It's just it looks like Maine. There's like you got these rocky cliffs, and you sit there, look out in the ocean. It's beautiful.
Okay. All right. Very
Beautiful
cool.
place. It's out near Narragansett,
Oh, nice.
Point Judith, that area.
Yeah. They got some good beer out there too. I heard. So Narragansett, right?
Sure. And then I want to go to a baseball game. I think Friday night I'm going to go Yard Goats.
Oh, nice.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well, it should be a good.
and I was thinking of, oh no, I can't do it Friday. I'm hosting.
Oh, here we go.
Bring us
Gigs.
back.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go.
Hosting an open mic at the Middle Haddam Library.
Well, you
on
can't go
Friday.
to the Yard Goats now.
Well, it's so funny because Melissa from Center
So-and-so,
Pack
yep.
Store, she posted a thing about this. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll go down there. It's totally acoustic. There's no amplification. So people need to sit there, listen to. It's a small room.
Mm-hmm.
So ironically, I ran into Janet from Middle Haddam Library, and she was like, "Hey, Kevin Day, would you run it?" And I said, "Oh yeah, sure, okay." So
There you go.
it starts at 5, which I think is kind of odd because
Early for a Friday
It's
night.
early.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
I
people
don't
don't
know,
get home till
I
5.
don't know, I don't know if they want to not be open so late or anything, but
Yeah.
But anyway, I was thinking about going to open mic at Dexter's tomorrow. I haven't been down there for a while.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
al-
you used to
that's
do
always
open
fun.
mics there every Thursday night. You had over 100. We were there for the 100th celebration.
Yeah, I hosted.
of it.
I tell you, it's not. It's just something that I just burned out on.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And
It's a lot
fun.
of work,
And
right?
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that Ken's.
Ken Strobel. Yeah.
Ken Strobel's, and between him and JD,
Yeah.
they're doing. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's just like I couldn't do it anymore. I love to go play.
Yeah.
I bring my drum down. I play with everybody.
Yeah.
I love doing that
Yeah.
stuff. But it's been.
You just wanted to change. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
You just needed a change, and just like everybody, like I said, I was there for the 100th. I don't know how many more you did after that. I didn't. lost
I don't.
count,
I don't remember.
don't know.
It at least. Probably, I know at least 110, something like that.
110, wow.
I don't think it.
So you must have the record there right now,
I guess. I don't,
or JD maybe. I don't know, but I know they're doing it Sundays also. I think now.
yeah,
too, right?
I hosted a couple. Maybe it was one. She does every third Sunday. There's an open mic.
Yeah.
I did the one in July.
Okay.
I think it was.
Okay.
And it was hot. There wasn't a lot of people, so we went around the thing
times, yeah.
2 times. So it was fun. But
It's kind of strange doing it every third because it's, when you do it every week, people expect they could be there, and when they go, it's every third, I think people go, I'm not sure what date it is. Is it the 3rd or 4th? I'm not sure what weekend we're on now. You know what I mean? So it gets confusing, I think, for some people, maybe.
Yeah. No.
Right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Well, the first time when Martha, she asked me to host the 3rd open mic, the 3rd Sunday open mic in June, and it happened to be Father's Day. But she she told me it was the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
So I saw the 23rd. I said, "Oh yeah, no problem." But when Father's Day came up, I was like, "Oh wait, no, I have plans with my daughter."
Father's Day.
I go,
Yeah. Jeez.
and she, it was funny. She apologized, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize. Like, I didn't realize it was Father's Day." I'm like, my daughter, I don't see all that much, so I love to see her, so because I met her, I only met her about, well, let's see, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, it was a recent thing, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah, so you're reunited.
I love to see her.
Yeah.
We spend holidays together and stuff, and she's a great girl. And, and so when I found out that was Father's Day, I was like, oh no, I can't do Father's Day. But yeah, so back to, I wanted to bring up back a million years ago when you had the what was the place called? I forget.
The Chatham Village Eatery?
Chatham Village Eatery.
Yeah,
right.
and we did a CD.
And
you were on it.
We did the CD.
And what was the name of your band? It was
the Barry Williams Trio.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Of my obsession with the Brady Bunch. Yeah. So,
and Barry Williams, I don't know if you ever listened to this station in Middletown. This guy is called Barry Williams. He's a DJ there.
No.
You ever listen to him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah, and he kind of plays off of the Barry Williams thing from the Partridge Family.
Really?
And he does a lot of blues and stuff, and he plays a lot of this music. So it's very interesting. But anyways, I'm sorry I'm going on, but go ahead with the Barry Williams Trio.
So the Barry Williams Trio, which was going back, I mentioned earlier, is my friend, guitar player Steve Copperthwaite, and that's when we first acquired John Higgins, the flute saxophone player.
Yep,
and,
no, I remember you guys. You used to play all the time over that.
And back then we used to, we played my songs too, but we did a lot of Cracker songs, cover songs.
Yes.
Cracker or Camper Van Beethoven.
Bowling.
Take the Skinheads Bowling. We
Take
did
the Skinheads
Camper
Bowling.
Van Beethoven.
I remember that song. I used to play that all the time. Yeah.
And then
that was a good one.
We used to do Teen Angst and Low.
Yep, Low. Yes, that's right.
All that stuff. Yeah.
I remember those days. They were great days. We had some good times there.
It's hard to believe for me sometimes that
34 years ago.
Yeah, and I've actually played on a stage with Johnny Hickman that played Low.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a great man.
So in those 30 years, that's you've developed your musicianship, or your outreach, I guess. You've gone many places over those 30 years. I guess so, right?
Well, I have nothing but admiration, and you always hear. Maybe you don't want to meet your heroes, but when you do, because some of them can be assholes. Mm-hmm. But I've met a lot of my heroes, and they're just
good people,
great people.
So we only have I'm going to give us maybe 3-4 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
So now, do you have any gigs coming up that besides the open mics? Are you doing any gigs with Gigglejuice any longer, or are you just recording now? What do you?
Well, we played July 27th at Dexter's, and I'm writing a bunch of stuff, and the only gig we have coming up is August 27th, which I cannot reveal the location of.
Uh-oh.
It's a yearly thing we've been playing about the last 12 years or something. And
private party.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I can invite, a certain our band and maybe a couple people.
A couple groupies, right?
I can't reveal the location. It's all.
Do you have a lot of groupies? Do you have a lot of groupies?
We used to.
Okay.
I think we used to in the 90s.
Okay, all right, yeah.
These days they're all. No one wants to go out. That's why I love playing at Dexter's. Start at 7:00. I'm not playing. I'm not going to start at 9 o'clock and play. Like remember those days?
The old days, yeah. I mean, we get home at 3, 4 in the morning, and
we play at La Boca in Middletown, and Wayne, he was a good guy and all, but you know, the whatever he paid us always changed. Oh, you guys drank. You had $150 bar bill. This stuff.
Yeah. But the stories of bands.
But he wanted us to play from 9 till closing. Yeah. They were like, so we play
5
three
hours. Yeah.
3 2-hour this
Yeah.
like, no, this is insane. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna start at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And play for 2 hours. And all right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night.
All right, thank you, East Hampton. All right. Yeah, we have fun.
I think that's the way to do it. I mean, you get older. I'm not saying we're getting older, but we are getting older, obviously. So, everybody is.
I'd rather do like a 5 o'clock matinee show or something. I mean, enough already. Because 9 o'clock, I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah. I'm there. So, So I guess so. You don't have any like real other gigs right now, but you have a private party coming up and whatnot. So
yeah,
and you're doing some more recording, I guess, correct?
I'm working on some stuff that I want to record with the band.
That's the siren, 1 minute siren here. So.
Gotcha. I'm working on some stuff that I want to do with the band. I just I've been.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you short, but we're going to get cut off here very quickly.
I don't want to.
So you are working on some new material. Let's just kind of keep it at that, right? So Gigglejuice is going to be out there with something else coming out, right?
Always.
And it's been a pleasure having you, Kevin.
Thank you, Ted.
Thank you so much, Kevin Day from Gigglejuice, and that was the 8th episode, and we look forward to the 9th one coming up in 2 weeks. Thank you.
All right, peace. Thank you.